see the genius. Where's the genius? Right behind me. Oh, let's go that way. Hey?
It's just loading now.
Okay. Right, can you go away? Oh, we're in. Right, hang on, I need to get... Right. I wonder if anybody can hear me. Just the bizarrest thing. Do you think everybody can hear me? Hello.
And if you want, are you sure that people can hear you?
I don't know, I'm just checking now. Yes, we can. Right, can you go away, please?
Hey.
Right, I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to log in. Here we go, 7:30. We can hear you, yes, excellent. This is exciting. Right, well, cheers everybody. Oh, I better get myself... I'm going to grab a drink while you all log in and then we'll get started. I would have been here a lot earlier, but I had to get Hoggy set up with his Zoom chat and his YouTube. It's a bit, you know, he's not very good at the technical side of things. And I did have in two minds today whether or not to let you see my roots growing in. It's very trendy to have roots like this, or whether to come on like this. However, I've opted to let you see my roots. I'm not proud. Right then, well, I hope you've all got your genius ready. And thank you all for joining the third the Great Rugby Genius Quiz. Brilliant to have you with us. It's really odd not talking to somebody talking back to us, but that's fine. But great that you joined us for the foundation. My Name's Doddie Foundation. I know many of you are aware of us. You've been following us since we started 2.5 years ago, but all on this quiz for the last couple of weeks, and well done to Bruce and Alex who got us up and running. Thank you very much. I'm here this week. Scott Hastings is in the seat next week, and we've got some guest presenters the week after that. So thanks for doing this. Also, you can make a contribution to the foundation via the PayPal details, which are available on the website and hopefully on this YouTube channel. We are working hard to do what we can to find a cure for MND and to help people suffering with this awful disease. So far, we've invested and committed £4 million to research projects, and we have given £750,000 to people who are living with MND to help them with this situation. So a big welcome to you all, and a huge big welcome to Doddie, who is watching tonight, and Kathy and the boys. So big challenge tonight. Dodge, see how many you can get. I know Hoggy will be on the phone to you straight afterwards to see how you've got on. Right, shall we get started? Everybody's on and ready to go. We're going to be covering the 2 decades, the 2000s, the noughties, right? The new decade saw the 5 nations become 6 when Italy joined the party. Don't we love our trips to Rome? And we had 3 British and Irish Lions tours. We have chosen the 2009 tour to South Africa. The Rugby World Cup rolled down under again, of course. Australia hosted their own in 2003. I spent 2 glorious months in Australia at the 2003 Rugby World Cup. Can't actually remember much about it at all. In fact, I can't even remember who won, but it was a great tour. And we've got some bad boys in a section called the naughties. As I said, free to join in. It's a bit of fun. Great to connect with you all. If you want to help us out, there is a PayPal account. If you do donate, you go into a prize draw and you can win a signed Lions jersey from the 2017 tour. So if you enter and pay, you're in the draw. And winners will also receive in the quiz some Genius beer and other goodies. And you can also order beer online at Genius, who are brilliant. They sell it through flavorly.com. in addition, I've got two of these cushions behind me here. These are the genuine Sports Personality of the Year cushions from BBC Breakfast, filmed when Doddie was up there collecting his Helen Rollison Award in December up in Aberdeen. And lovely Sally Nugent gave us some cushions away with us, and I've got two, and I am going to give those to, I don't know yet, I'll come up with a question for those two cushions, but they were used on the breakfast set after Sports Personality. Right, let's get going. Quiz questions coming your way. So we're going to start off in the first half. So we'll have the first half, and then we'll have a break, and then the second half, so you can have a comfort break. I have got my Genius, and I always drink a little glass of water with my Genius. So this will be, I'll be having that as well. Right, here we go. The Six Nations in the 2000s. The Five Nations became six when Italy joined in 2000. They got off to a great start, winning their opening game, but who did they beat? So Italy joined in 2000. Great start for Italy. In their opening match, who did they beat? That's question number one. Great to see so many of you all in here following us. Brilliant. Right, question number two, because I'm not going to hang about here. Question two. Which team won the Triple Crown on 4 occasions during the 2000s? Which team won the Triple Crown on 4 occasions during the 2000s? That's for a point. That's Jason at Genius telling me there are more calories in my water than there are in his beer. Very probably. Question number three. Who coached Wales to their first Grand Slam since 1978 in his first season in charge in 2005? So Wales in 2005 won that Grand Slam, their first since 1978. Who was in charge? If we've got lots of Welsh fans, you might remember I accidentally got in the way of this trophy presentation on the pitch. It was a bad moment in my broadcasting career. It wasn't my fault. Anyway, that was 2005. Who was the coach? Question number four. I can hear my husband next door shouting the answers wrongly. And he's on a Zoom chat. They're all shouting. It's very noisy. Question number four. Making his debut in 2004, who has played the most matches in the Six Nations Championship? So he made his debut in 2004 and has played the most matches in the Six Nations, 69, in fact. Could have been more. That was question number four. Right. Question number five. Who, with a haul of 35 points, holds the record for the most points in one match when playing against Italy? And it was in 2001. So this individual scored 35 points. That's the record for the most points in one match against Italy in 2001. That was question number five. Question number six. Name the Irish referee who made his Six Nations debut in 2001, but has also 3 caps as a player in the 1990s. Name the Irish referee who made his Six Nations debut in 2001, but also, I don't know if you can hear the noise from there, also has 3 caps as a player in the 1990s. So Six Nations debut 2001. Right then, question number 7. Ireland won the Grand Slam in 2009, beating Wales in Cardiff on the final day. 2009, Ireland winning the Grand Slam in Cardiff on the final day. What a thrilling match that one was. Name the Irish and Welsh players who traded drop goals in the dying minutes of the match. It was one of those. It was 2009, 2 players trading drop goals, Irish and Welsh. Who were they? 2 points for that one. Question number 8. Which English player made his England debut in 2001, retired in 2010, coached in 2 World Cups with 2 different teams, and has only lost 2 matches over the 2 tournaments? It's a good one. English player, England debut in 2001, retired in 2010, coached in 2 World Cups with 2 different teams, and only lost 2 matches over those 2 tournaments. Question number 9. Which Welsh player scored a full house, a try, conversion, penalty and a drop goal in the last game of the 2007 Championship against England? So it was a Welsh player. In 2007, they scored a full house against England. Obviously a try, conversion, drop goal and a penalty. Welsh player. Question number 10. It is not Netherdale behind me, Bruce Aitchison. It is clearly the Greenyards. It should be Mansfield Park, but sometimes got to indulge the old man. So which player scored a full house 2007 against England? There you go. And final question in this round, question number 10. The first match in the 2009 Championship, England played Italy. 2009, England played Italy in the first match. For the first time since the Underwoods in the 1990s, a pair of brothers started for England. What was their surname? So 2009, England played Italy. 2 brothers started for England. First time since the Underwoods back in the 1990s. What was their last name? That was the first 10 questions. Time for a little glass of water. Excellent. We're going to bash on straight into the 2000s. I hope you're all doing well. If there's any questions you need me to recap, please let me know via the little messaging live chatty thing. I don't know how we're getting on with scores so far. Nobody's told us what your scores are. So let's have a little look. Give me a little note. Or how do you know the scores so far? I haven't told you the answers. Shall I give you the answers now? Is that what we do? I give you the answers straight after the first 10 questions? I think that's right. So here we go. Here are the scores. No answers yet. Should I give the answers now, or shall I wait for the first 20 questions? Nobody's going to tell me that, so I'm just going to give you the first questions. Right, here we go.
Have a quick recap of the questions.
Have a quick recap of the questions, says Carl. Right, right. The first question: 5 nations became 6. Italy joined. Who did they score in their first match? That was question number 1. Question 2: who won the Triple Crown on 4 occasions during the 2000s? Question number 3: who coached Wales to their first Grand Slam since '78 when they won it in 2005? It was his first season in charge. Question number 4: this guy made his debut in 2004 and then went on to play 69 matches in the Six Nations Championship. Who is he? Question 5: who, with a haul of 35 points, holds the record for the most points in one match when playing against Italy in 2001? 35 points against Italy in 2001. Who was the Irish referee making his Six Nations debut in 2001 and had 3 caps as a player in the 1990s? That was question number 6. Question number 7. Ireland won the Grand Slam in 2009. They beat Wales on the final day in Cardiff. Name the Irish and Welsh players who traded drop goals in the dying minutes of the match. That's question number 7. Question number 8. Which English player made his England debut in 2001? He retired in 2010. He coached in 2 World Cups with 2 different teams and only lost 2 matches over the 2 tournaments. Question number 9. Which Welsh player scored a full house, a try, conversion, penalty and drop goal in the last game of the 2007 Championship against England? Welsh player against England with a full house in 2007. And the last one was the first match in 2009. England played Italy for the first time since the Underwoods. 2 brothers started. What was their last name? There you go. Right, I'm going to give you the answers now, and then you can Let me see how many you got. Here we go. Italy in their opening match against Scotland. They won against Scotland in that opening match. If you got that right, point. Question number 2. Who won the Triple Crown 4 times in the 2000s? It was Ireland in 2004, 2006, 2007 and 2009. That was a point. Question number 3. Who coached Wales to their first Grand Slam since 1978 when he's in his first season in charge? That was in 2005. It was, of course, Mike Ruddock. Question number 4. Making his debut in 2004, who's played the most matches in the Six Nations? 69 in total. Should have been more, but of course we haven't been able to play them this season. It is, of course, the great Sergio Parisse of Italy. 35 points. This is question number 5. 35 points, the record for the most points in a match. This was against Italy in 2001. It was an English player and it was Johnny Wilkinson. Question number 6. The Irish referee who made his Six Nations debut in 2001 and also had 3 caps as a player in the 1990s with Ireland, Alan Rowland. I'm sure you've all got that. Question number 7. Ireland won the Grand Slam in 2009. They beat Wales in Cardiff. 2 players traded drop goals in the dying minutes of the match. Hugely thrilling. For Wales, Stephen Jones. And for Ireland, Ronan O'Gara. So Rog and Stephen Jones. Question number 7. Question number 8. That was 2 points. Question number 8. Which English player this is a really good question. Which English player made his England debut in 2001, retired in 2010, coached at 2 World Cups with 2 different teams and lost only 2 matches in those 2 tournaments? And I can tell you he coached with Japan in 2015 and he was with England in 2019 and it was, of course, Steve Borthwick. Question number 9. Which Welsh player scored a full house in 2007 against England? James Hook. Question number 10. The first match in the 2009 Championship, England played Italy and 2 brothers started for the first time for England since the Underwoods back in the 1990s. Their surname, Armitage. So that's the first 10 questions, the first 10 answers. So with a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. How are we doing? Teams, how are we getting on? Notice so possible 11 points there. Let's crack on straight away because we're going to bowl. Oh, Luanek, Stuart Tom, 11 out of 11. Maybe that's because you set the quiz. Could I be right? I'm just saying. Bruce Aitchison, 7. What have you got wrong? Sorry, not good enough. A few more coming up there. Fiona Collins got 7. Well done, Fiona. Alan Fogo, 5. Rubbish. Right, let's crack on because we've got a good lot of questions to come. So we're going to go into the other 2000 stuff. So we've done the Six Nations. Henry Weeks, 6 points. Well done. Oh, yes. Sorry. Jim, sorry. Right. Ballymena Fat Boys, 9 out of 11. The other 2000s. The largest this is question number 11. Are you listening? The largest paying attendance for an international, the largest paying attendance at an international is 100,000. Well, it's 109,874. 109,874. It was played in Australia. And who were they playing? It was Australia against another international side in. Does it say? Oh, I'm not going to tell you when it was. I'm telling you when it was. It was the largest paying attendance at an international rugby match. 109,874. There we go. That's question number 11. Question number 12. Ireland played their home matches at which stadium when Lansdowne Road was being redeveloped? So they had to move out of Lansdowne Road, if you remember, when they were redeveloping what's now the Aviva. Where did they play their matches in the 2000s? Question number 13. Who was the first coach outside of the Four Nations to coach the Lions when he took charge of the 2001 tour to Australia? Who was the coach who took the Lions to Australia in 2001? The first coach outside of the Four Nations. Question number 14. New Zealand has failed once to get past the quarterfinal stage of a World Cup. Once they've failed to get past the quarterfinal stage of the World Cup. Who beat them in 2007? Question number 15. Who scored the winning try in the 2007 Super 14 final for the Bulls against the Sharks in Durban? There was with time on the clock. So it was the winning try in the Super 14 in 2007. This guy scored the winning try for the Bulls against the Sharks in Durban, and time was up on the clock. Who was it? Question number 16. Who won the Herald Super 14 Player of the Year in 2007, was Wallaby of the Year in 2008, and when playing for Leinster, the European Player of the Year in 2009? Half decent, you might say. He won the Herald Super 14 Player of the Year in 2007. He was Wallaby of the Year in 2008. And when he was playing for Leinster, he was the European Player of the Year in 2009. Question number 17. Leicester, with 5 titles, and Wasps with 4, took control of the English Premiership during the 2000s. Which was the only team to break their hold when they took the title in the 2005-2006 season? So Leicester and Wasps. Leicester had 5 titles, Wasps 4. Obviously had control of the Premiership in the 2000s. But one other team broke that stranglehold and they won it in 2005-06. Who was that? Question number 18. 11 teams created the Celtic League in 2001. Which team of the 11 no longer exists? 11 teams created that Celtic League when it kicked off in 2001. One of them is no more. Who's that? That's question number 18. Question number 19. This player made his debut for Sale in 2002, and he holds the Aviva Premiership all-time appearances record. So he made his debut for Sale in 2002 and holds the Aviva Premiership record for all-time appearances. All-time appearances record. Some words, put them in the right order. This player, the Aviva Premiership all-time appearance record. That's it. And finally, question number 20. Which former Scotland coach coached Leinster and Ulster during the 2000s? So a Scotland coach, but he also coached Leinster and Ulster. Who was that? So we should have a potential 21 points after our opening 2 rounds of questions. We're going to have a little break. Do you want me to recap any of the questions? I'll do them very quickly. Question number 11. That match with the biggest paying attendance of all time at an international rugby match, 109,874 to be exact, was played in Australia. Who did they play? 12. Ireland played their home matches where while Lansdowne was being redeveloped? Question number 13. Who was the first coach outside of the Four Nations to take a Lions tour on tour? He took them to Australia in 2001. Who was that? One of the first time that a coach was taken from outside the Four Nations. Question number 14. New Zealand has failed once to get past the quarterfinals at a World Cup. It happened memorably in 2007. Who was it? Who beat them in 2007? Question number 15. Who scored the winning try in the 2007 Super 14 final for the Bulls against the Sharks in Durban when time was up on the clock? Question number 16. Who won the Herald Super 14 Player of the Year in 2007, Wallaby of the Year in 2008, and he was the European Player of the Year in 2009 when he was playing with Leinster? That was question number 16. That's a great question. Now, question number 17. Leicester, 5 titles. Wasps, 4 titles. Had the stranglehold on the English Premiership in the 2000s. One other team broke into that. They won the title in 2005-06. Who was that? And question number 11. 11 teams kicked off the Celtic League in 2001. Which of the 11 teams is sadly no longer with us? Question number 19. This player made his debut for Sale in 2002 and he holds the Aviva Premiership all-time appearance record. And finally, question number 20. Is it now the Gallagher? Should I be saying Gallagher Premiership? But maybe I should be saying Gallagher, but because he still holds the record and is now very firmly the Gallagher Premiership. Question number 20. Which former Scotland coach coached Leinster and Ulster during the 2000s? That's a easy one. Easy. Now we're going to have a little break. As long as you've all got those questions, and that can give you the answers. Also, I obviously was modelling the very fine baseball caps that you can buy via the foundation website on our merchandise page. We've all sorts of good stuff there, including, you can have some cake, including this. Look, this is a snood bat. Look, I'll just put myself. Serves as a mask. Snoods also on the website. Just thought I'd mention that. And wait a minute. Coming next week by popular demand. Wait till you see these. Dog collar, dog lead. These are fab. This is like a commercial break, all right? This is like the commercial break. Look at that though. The Doddie Tartan dog lead with our little logo on it. Look at that. There you go. Anyway, that's the commercial break over with. Get yourselves a little drink. Do you want me to do the answers now or do you want to go for your comfort break? I'm going to do the answers now. I'm doing the answers. Right. Question number 11. The largest paying attendance at a rugby match was 109,874. Name them. No, that wasn't the question. The match was played in Australia. Who were they playing? It was New Zealand. And this was a very memorable match because it was played at the Stadium Australia and New Zealand won 39-35. Big match, that one, on the 15th of July, 2000. So it was New Zealand. If you said New Zealand, that's the point for you. Question number 12. Ireland played where while Lansdowne was being redeveloped? Everybody should get this one. Croke Park in Dublin, 82,000 seated hurling and Gaelic football stadium. A fabulous, fabulous venue. If you've never been to Croke Park, it is one of the great stadiums, and that's where Ireland played during that time. The first coach outside of the Four Nations to coach the Lions, he took them to Australia in 2001. It was, of course, Graham Henry. Ted, as they call him. Graham Henry was the answer to question number 13. Question number 14. New Zealand failed once to get past the quarterfinal stage at the World Cup. Who beat them in 2007? Who could forget? In Cardiff, it was France, often the nemesis of New Zealand. In question number... What are you doing? Frozen peas. That's what they're eating now. Question number 14, New Zealand, yeah, we've done that one. Question number 15, who scored the winning try in the 2007 Super 14 final for the Bulls against the Sharks in Durban? Time was up on the clock. It was the wonderful, wonderful Brian Habana. Question number 16, this is this cracking question. The Herald Super 14 Player of the Year in 2007, Wallaby Player of the Year in 2008, and when playing for Leinster, he was the European Player of the Year in 2009. It was Rocky Elsom. Get that one? Question number 17. Leicester, with 5 titles, Wasps 4 titles, dominated the 2000s, but one other team won a title, English Premiership, in 2005-06. Who was it? It was Sale Sharks. Hope you got that one. Question number 18. 11 teams created the Celtic League in 2001. 11 created the Celtic League 2001. Which team of the 11 no longer exists? Border Reivers. Very sad. There we go. The great Border Reivers. And that was question number 18. Question number 19. This player made his debut for Sale in 2002 and holds the Premiership all-time appearances record. It is, of course, Richard Wigglesworth. And question number 20. The Scotland coach who also coached Leinster and Ulster in the 2000s, it was Matt Williams. So there's all your points. So you should have a potential 21 points after the first 2 rounds of questions. Do please, if you would like to donate and enter the prize draw for that Lions jersey, we'd love to send that to you, and it would be great to have your support. I'm still thinking what I'm going to do with the cushions. If you're loving my cushions. Right, yeah, there you go. Stuart Tom has got full house because he set the quiz. Bruce 16, not too bad. How's everybody else getting on? Martin, well done, 15 points. Craig Williams, 20 points. Nice one. Henry up to 14 points. Well, everybody loves the cushions. Rob Carruthers, 11 points. So we're doing all right, we're doing all right. First 2 rounds. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to go and have a break. Murray Walker, 13 points. Well done, Murray. I'm sure Gail is helping with that. I'm sure she is. If that is that Murray Walker, who knows? Weirdo Boys. Doddie reckons he's got 21 out of 21. Really? Really, Doddie? Hamish, I'm sure, has got all the answers. Who else have we got there? Is that really water, Doddie, Jen? It's not. It's a very fine drop, mind you. Can't complain. Oh, Leslie Farquharson, Grant Farquharson and Leslie did not get the Border Reivers. Really? Yes, says Murray. Excellent. Gail's helping a lot. Right, I think we're going to crack on with the next round of questions. I think that what I'm going to do with the cushions, right, is between the next 2 rounds, I'm going to come up with a question and I'm going to ask, and the first person that gives me the right answer will win the cushions. How's that? I need to think of a question. Where's my phone? I need somebody to send me a question by text. Right, let's crack on with the next set of questions, which are, the next round is Bad Boys. This is excellent. So, question number 21. Which nation received the first red card in the Six Nations? Which nation received the first red card in the Six Nations? Question number 22. Which player received the first Test match yellow card playing for England against Ireland? And that was in 1995. How is that to do with the naughties? Oh, I think it's just because it's naughty. Naughty. I see. We're just being naughty. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the naughties. Which player received the first Test match yellow card playing for England against Ireland in 1995? Question number 23. The Argentinian Federico Mendes was sent off in his second Test match for punching and knocking out which English lock? So he punched and knocked out an English lock. His name, Federico Mendes. Who was it? Who did he knock out? Question number 24. Which teams from the Six Nations have never had a player sent off at a World Cup? Which teams from the Six Nations have never had a player sent off at a World Cup? That's question 24. Question number 25. At the 1995 World Cup, 3 players were sent off in a match involving South Africa and Canada. 95 World Cup, South Africa and Canada, 3 players sent off. Who was the Canadian captain that was sent off? A sorry state of affairs. Canadian captain at the 95 World Cup, sent off against South Africa. Question number 26. He played for Bristol, Leicester and Saracens. This prop has received the most red cards in the Premiership. Bristol, Leicester and Saracens. The most red cards, I should say, the most red cards in the Premiership. That's question number 26. Question number 27. Who played left wing? That's not right, is it? Hang on, everybody, calm down. I've lost my plot here. Are there only... Wait a minute, everybody, calm down. I've got my sheets in the muddle. No. Is that all the naughty questions? Now we're just segueing into the lines. Yes, we're segueing onto the 2009 Lions because it's question number 27. The 2009 Lions. It's all been rehearsed, this. I'm just doing this so you feel comfortable, like it feels a little bit, on the hoof, but it's all meant to be like that. Only 5 bad boy questions. Thank you. The 2009 Lions. Question number 27. Who played left wing in the first test and then right wing in the third test for the Lions and scored a try in the third? He played the left wing in the first test. He played right wing in the third test for the Lions and scored a try in the third. Who was that? Question number 28. Alan Quinlan was selected for the 2009 tour, but he didn't go. Why not? Why did Alan Quinlan not tour with the Lions in 2009 despite being selected? Question number 29. Nathan Hines was selected on the 2009 tour. When was the last time a Scotland lock was on tour? So Nathan Hines was selected in 2009 to tour. When was the last time a Scotland lock was on a tour? Question number 30. Before winning the 2009 third test, how many test matches had the Lions lost in a row? So they won that third test in 2009. Prior to that, how many test matches had they lost in a row, the Lions? Question number 31. Name the only Scotsman to feature in the 2009 Test series. The only Scotsman to feature in the 2009 Test series. Question number 32. 2 minutes into injury time in the second test, who kicked a 52-metre penalty to win the match 28-25? That was in the 2009 Test series. So it was the second test. Who kicked a 52-metre penalty to win the match 28-25? Question number 33. Am I just cracking through these now to the end? Yes. Question number 33. The 2003. Actually, no, I'm going to recap these questions and answers. Right. We're going to recap these ones because I don't want to lose the plot here. Bad boys. Question number 21. Which nation received the first red card in the Six Nations? Which nation received the first red card in the Six Nations? Question number 22. Which player received the first test match yellow card playing for England against Ireland in 1995? Question number 23. Argentinian Federico Mendes was sent off in his second test match for punching and knocking out which English lock? Mendes was 18 apparently at the time, according to Stuart there. Who was that? Question 24. Which teams from the Six Nations have never had a player sent off at a World Cup? Question number 25. At the 1995 World Cup, 3 players were sent off in a match involving South Africa and Canada. Who was the Canadian captain who was sent off? Question number 26. He played Bristol, Leicester and Saracens. This prop has the most red cards in the Premiership. Who is that? Question number 27. Who played, it is the 2009 Lions, who played left wing in the first test, then right wing in the third test for the Lions and scored a try in the third test? Question number 28. Alan Quinlan was selected for the 2009 Lions tour, but he didn't tour. Why was that? Question number 29. Big wagger Nathan Hines selected for that 2009 tour. When was the last time a Scotland lock toured with the Lions? Question number 30. Before winning the 2009 third test, how many test matches had the Lions lost in a row? And question number 30. Name the only Scotsman to feature in the 2009 test series. And then the last one here, 32, is 2 minutes into injury time in the second test, who kicked a 52-metre penalty to win the match 28-25? So I hope you've all got those. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. So you've got a possible 34 points now. I'm going to give you the answers. Time for a beer break. No wonder, says yes. It's almost a health drink, really. So there we go. How are we getting? I'm going to check. Let's see if you've got some scores. You haven't got the scores. I need to give you the answers. Here are the answers for those ones. Question number 27. This was a good question. Who played left wing in the first test, then right wing the third test for the Lions in 2009? Oh no, wait a minute. Go to the bad boys first. I tell you what, Sue Barker makes this look so easy. It's actually not that. It's not that easy. Keeping across it all, I'm just saying. Right, here we go. Bad boys. Which nation received the first red card in the Six Nations? It was Italy. Walter Cristofoletto. Cristofoletto. There you go. Italy. First nation. Question number 22. Which player received the first test match yellow card playing for England against Ireland in 1995? It was... Sorry, Jim. Sorry, it was Ben Clark, Big Ben Clark. No sin bin then. That was only introduced in 2019. But yeah, England against... No, that's not right. But anyway, Ben Clark was the answer. Question number 23. Federico Mendes was sent off in his second test match at the tender age of 18 for punching and knocking out Paul Ackford. He's a policeman as well, Paul Ackford. Question number 24. Which teams from the Six Nations have never had a player sent off at a World Cup? England and Scotland. 2 points if you got those. A point each. England and Scotland. Question number 25. At the 95 World Cup, 3 players sent off in that South Africa-Canada match, including the Canadian captain. Who was that? It was Gareth Rees. I bet everybody got that one. Question number 26. He played for Bristol, Leicester and Saracens and has had the most red cards in the Premiership. Julian White. Now then, question number 27. Who played left wing in the first test, then the right wing the third test in the 2009 Lions tour and scored a try in the third test? It was my lovely mate, Hugo Monnier. Oogs is the answer to number 27. 28. Quinny, Alan Quinlan selected tour in 2009. He didn't go. Why was that? He was suspended after being cited following an incident during the Heineken Cup semi-final versus Leinster. So he did not go on the tour. That's question 28. He was suspended. Question number 29. Nathan Hines toured with the Lions in 2009. When was the last time a Scotland lock went on a Lions tour? It was in 2001. That was the Australia tour, and it was big Scotty Murray. So Scott Murray was the player, but you needed the year, which was 2001. Question number 30. Before winning the 2009 third test, how many test matches had the Lions lost in a row? So before winning the 2009 third test, how many test matches the Lions lost in a row? It was 7. Their last win was the first test in 2001. Then they lost the remaining 2 on that tour. They lost all 3 in 2005 and the first 2 in 2009. So the correct answer is 7. That's for a point. Question number 31. The only Scotsman to feature in the 2009 Test series, and that was Ross Ford. Great servant to the game, Ross Ford. 32, 2 minutes into injury time in the second Test, who kicked a 52-metre penalty to win the match 28-25? It was Mornestein. I'm sure you got that one. I see. I can't look down because then you see how bad my roots are. So I'm going to say it like that. There we go. That's much better. Right. How are we all doing score-wise? You've got a potential of 34 points there, I think. So let's see how you're getting on. Anybody? I can't see any scores. Have you totaled them all up yet? No? Scores on the doors. Bruce, 25. Adrian's not having a great night. Anybody else? 26. That's a good score. Only got 9 that round. Craig. I'm going to get done for Buffalo again here. Well done, everybody. Oh, some have done better than others. Who's leading at the minute then? I can't quite see who's coming in tops with some lovely genius beer coming their way. I've still got to get rid of these cushions. I need a good question for you for the cushions. I need a good question for the cushions. What could I ask a question for the cushions? I might have to come back to that one. Excuse me one moment. Expecting somebody to send me a question here, but no. Doddie, text me a question. Hamish, text me a question that I can ask for the quiz. Doddie, 21 out of 34, hit a sticky wicket. Right, Dodge, send me a message now for a good question for these cushions, something that some of these rugby fans might know, something about your rugby career. I am standing by, waiting for you to send me whatever, WhatsApp. Right, here we go. I'm going to get into the next round. 2003 World Cup. Here we go. He was, this is question number 33, off and running. He was the joint top scorer with 7 tries and would win the Heineken Cup with Munster in 2008. Who's that? In 2003 World Cup, joint top try scorer, 7 tries, and he would win the Heineken Cup with Munster in 2008. Question number 34. What most northerly city to host a match? The most northerly venue for a match in the 2003 Rugby World Cup was where? It's a good question, that. Question number 35. Which English rugby player played in 4 World Cups spanning 1991 to 2003 and appeared in 22 World Cup matches? That's question number 35. Question number 36. In the England versus France final, Johnny Wilkinson kicked all England's points. How many drop goals did he score in that semi-final? England, France. How many drop goals did he score in that semi-final? In question number 37, who made his World Cup debut in 2003, featured again in 2007. He played 13 matches and lost only 2 of them, both against South Africa. This is a player who made his World Cup debut in 2003. He featured again in 2007, played 13 matches and lost only 2 of them, both against South Africa. So you need to work out which teams lost to South Africa. Question number 38. Ireland lost in their final pool match against Australia. Who scored the drop goal to come within a point of Australia? Ireland lost in their final pool match against Australia in Melbourne, from memory. Who scored the drop goal to come within a point of Australia? And question number 39. In the semi-final between Australia and New Zealand, who famously made the comment to Justin Marshall, 4 more years, mate, 4 more years, as Australia went into an unassailable lead. Who said that? Semi-final, Australia, New Zealand, said Justin Marshall, 4 more years, mate. I'll do it in the accent if you want. 4 more years. No, I'm not going to do the accent. Who did that? And the final question, question number 40. Who did Australia beat in one of their pool matches by 142-0? Who did Australia beat in their pool match by 142-0? Good question. Right, do you want me to recap these World Cup questions? Oh, here's the right, this is a good question, actually. This is for the, oh, there's Scott joined. Bit late, Scotty boy, but at least he hasn't. See, now he won't feel intimidated by how well I've hosted this quiz next week. Because I didn't get muddled ever, not once, Scott. It's been all good. Right, this is a good question from Doddie. This is for the cushions. This is a bumper bonus question, and you need to message the live chat with your answers. What is the cumulative weight of the Weir boys, including Doddie, in kilograms? So that's Doddie, Hamish, Ben, and Angus. If they were all weighed, they've obviously done it now. What is the cumulative weight of the Weir boys, including Doddie, in kilograms? Dodd, Hamish, Angus, and Ben. If you can come up with that number, whoever gets closest will win the cushions. Right, they're all coming in. Somebody's going to have to keep an eye on this. Stuart, can you keep an eye on these scores these weights coming in? It's blowing my mind. All right, I'm going to do a quick recap. I've done the recap. Shall we just do the answers now to the 2003 World Cup? Right, here we go. Anybody need any more of the questions asked? Yes, says Paul. 33, joint top scorer of 7 tries and went on to win the Heineken Cup with Munster in 2008. That's question number 33. 34, the most northerly place to host a match in the 2003 World Cup. Question 35, which English rugby player played in 4 World Cups spanning 91 to 2003 and appeared in 22 World Cup matches? Question number 36, in the England-France semi-final, Wilkinson kicked all England's points. How many drop goals did he score? Question number 37, who made his World Cup debut in 2003 and featured again in 2007, playing 13 matches and lost only 2 of them, both against South Africa? Question number 38, Ireland lost in their final pool match against Australia. Who scored the drop goal to come within a point of Australia? And then question number 39, in the semi-final between Australia and New Zealand, who famously made the comment to Justin Marshall, 4 more years, mate, 4 more years. I think I did it then. 4 more years, mate. Who did that as Australia went into an unassailable lead? And then the final question was, who did Australia beat in one of their pool matches by 142 points to 0? Who was that? Who did they beat? So, brilliant. Let me just see how we're getting on with these. I haven't been able to check all these. But I have got an answer I'll give you the answer for the weight thing at the end. And Stuart, are you keeping an eye on these? Stuart, Tom, are you watching these scores come in, these weights, so that I can make sure we find the right person, the winner? And then I'll give you, fortunately, he hasn't included Mary Doll's weight in this one, because I know she's a slip of a thing, but I don't think she'd want everybody to be listening to her weight on this platform. Right, here's the answer. Question number 33. Joint top try scorer, 7 tries and won the Heineken Cup with Munster in I keep moving so you can see my genius beer. joint tries, got 7 tries, and he won the Heineken Cup with Munster in 2008. It was Doug Howlett. The most northerly place to host a match was Townsville. Scotland played up there. Question number 35. Which English player played in 4 World Cups spanning 91 to 2003 and appeared in 22 World Cup matches was, of course, the one and only fun bus, Jason Leonard? Question number 36. In the England versus France semi-final, Wilkinson kicked all of England's points. How many drop goals did he score? 3. In 37, who made his World Cup debut in 2003? He featured again in 2007. He played 13 matches and he only lost 2 of them, both against South Africa. He was English, if that's a clue. Ben Kay. Of course, both matches he lost were in the 2007 World Cup, in that pool match against South Africa, and then again in the final. So Ben Kay is the answer to question 37. Question 38, Ireland lost in their final pool match against Australia. Who scored the drop goal to come within a point of Australia? Irish drop goal, Brian O'Driscoll. There you go, that was 38. 39, in the semi-final between Australia and New Zealand, who famously made the comment to Justin Marshall, 4 more years, mate, 4 more years, as they went into an unassailable lead. It was George Gregan. That's his eyes, George Gregan. And then who did Australia beat in one of their pool matches? 142-0. The answer to that one is Namibia. So that is all of our questions, a potential 42 points. So let's have a look and see how you're getting on with your points, and then I'm going to let you know the combined weight. Very nice, beautifully chilled. And as I said, drink within reason, obviously. But it's just 1 unit and low-cal. Just have a little drink of water. Right, how are we getting on? 31 out of 42, that's not so bad. Bruce, 32. Timothy Morton, 35. That's going to be up there, I would say. Michael Neal's getting worse as it goes on. 79 calories, thanks, genius. Who else? Murray Walker, 22. I think Murray probably lost interest after the naughties and then just got himself into a gin and tonic or a can of genius. Scott, sorry I was late. You're looking good, yeah. Thank you, lovely. Right, do you want to know the combined weight of these boys while you're all sending in your 32? I think 35 is looking like the top score so far. It was a tricky one. Right, let's go for the combined weight of the Weirs. The Weir boys. Right then, I can tell you that, now you get your calculators out. I can tell you that Minnie Weir, the youngest, who's that? Of the 3 boys, the youngest, weightiest, Ben is 86 kg. Do you want me to tell you all this? Is it too much information? Hamish and Angus, not much between them. I'm not going to tell you what Doddie weighs, but not, big fella, big tall man. In total, in kilograms, the Weirs weigh 348 kilograms. So I saw somebody at 350. So I don't think anybody got closer than 350. There's 345, 360. Jeez, not that much. I think whoever's 345, 400, 354, 360. What is it? 348 was the answer. I think Bruce could be the winner there, but I'll wait for Stuart Tom to tell me, and then we need to then be able to get your address so I can post the cushions to you. But I will make sure you get these cushions. Bruce is going to make a hefty donation to the foundation. So there we go. That's brilliant. Bruce is the winner. I will get them to you, and you will make a hefty donation. And well done for guessing the weight of the Weir boys. And of course, they would probably weigh more if they didn't drink this nice low-cal lager. And the winner of the quiz is yet to be decided, but I think we've all had a right good go at it. Well done for joining in. Thank you so much. Next week we have the wonderful Scott Hastings in the driving seat, which is marvellous. And so it's the same time next week as ever. And then the following week, Andrew Trimble, I think, is doing a guest spot. So I think we've got guest presenters the week after next. But next week, when we head into the, I don't know what you call them, if we've had the noughties, 2010s, Rachel, Scott won't be late next week. Well, he better not be late next week, Scott, because you're in the driving seat. So I hope you can all join us next week. Thank you so much if you have donated. Great to have your support. And you know, we're facing kind of strange times at the minute, aren't we? It's, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. So a lot of people facing hardship. We just wanted to have a bit of fun, really. That's the main thing. And just to remind you that we're all here and that we're all doing all right, and that the foundation is still working hard to you know, support families with MND, but also still looking for a cure. And we've got our big scientific advisory board meeting on Monday, where we talk to all our amazing professors who are doing incredible research work. A lot of it is on pause at the moment, but we're looking at how we're going to get it ramped up and started again when we're allowed, obviously, as a result of the COVID-19 crisis. I hope everybody is safe and well and looking after one another, and sending big love to you all, and hope you have a great weekend. And I know it's extraordinary times and it can feel a little bit strange at times, but we're all in it together, and we really do appreciate your support. And I'm really chuffed Doddie and the boys and Kathy were able to join us tonight. Thank you all. You're all amazing. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you. I think that's the end of us. I'm going to end the stream. Bye. Put my hat on first.